What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
I'm Craig.
Tiff.
and we have finally gotten through the wild card weekend, or super wild card weekend.
I was really wrong.
Oh, we all were wrong in the first
Oh my
pick.
goodness.
First game, Chargers did what the Chargers did.
I didn't think the
Oh, those Chargers, y'all are so sad.
Yeah, I didn't think. I really.
So sad.
Doesn't matter who the coach is. The curse is real.
That's.
I mean, this is his first time with the team, so I think that happens. But I think the Texans going to do it. They've been getting slower and slower. And
now that's why I'm worried that this is going to be. They're going to come into their own.
All right, we'll talk
Damn
about that.
Packers, man.
We'll talk about that.
They did nothing, and the Steelers, you suck. Y'all are trash.
I told you. I did tell you.
Yeah, Lamar and Derek had a field day.
Yeah, I did warn you.
Yeah, man, we're talking about Vrabel, new job but old surroundings.
And then other people might be moving in and out of some old jobs and some new jobs and some faces and things.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be crazy. The off-season stuff is getting crazy, and the season hasn't even stopped.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we'll get there in a second. But we're gonna start with your boy because Mike Vrabel has a new job. The Patriots have finally filled in that position.
It's about time. He sure already had a new job.
Yeah, and they brought back somebody who knows this.
It is
who's actually was really entrenched in it and has actually shown as a coach he can reiterate those ways.
And
he's better. He's a really good coach. I mean, I miss him.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I think they need some of the toughness to come up. He's going to get a good offensive coordinator that's going to take care of Drake May.
Yeah.
So I think overall, I think New England's going to. I don't know if they're going to turn back into the Belichick Tom years, but I think you'll start seeing them compete pretty soon again. The Bills won't be running away with it in much more years.
I agree. I mean, there's not much to say about that because like the whole the whole thing about what's his name, the old coach. Oh my God,
Gerard Mayo.
No, Mayo.
Mayo.
And it's racism. Like, no, I would rather have Verbal than Mayo. Yeah. So whatever. That's just how it goes. I mean, you have a losing season, and then you have a chance.
And they said there was talks of he didn't have control of the team some part through the half of the season. It was remember like that part they had there was problems already still brewing, but
discipline is very important, especially when you had
the way they went about getting Drake May in. It was kind of unorganized. It was very no, we need him to sit and learn, and then it was like, oh crap, we've lost. So yeah, put May in.
Yeah,
and boy, did y'all not have y'all are so lucky he didn't get hurt because y'all didn't have the ability to block for him.
Yeah.
But Vrabel will fix that. He'll have a line. He'll get that put together. This is probably best quarterback he's ever coached. I'm gonna be real. I mean, maybe Tannehill, but that depends on what May turns into.
Yeah, May has a lot more upside.
Yeah, it looks like it.
They need to get O-line, but they also need to get a better running game. They got
I think a lot of the reason the running game sucks is because, think about how productive Ramondre Stevens is with that line. Yeah. If you gave him a real line, when he gets past the first level, he is dangerous. It's just how often is he getting past the first level?
But also, we got to think about the wear and tear from this season, him not being able to do what he used. That stuff wears on you. Yeah. And he's been there for now, 6-7 seasons?
Yeah.
So he might look for somebody a little bit younger. They got the third pick overall. Is it prior to a wide receiver?
No. We have the third pick overall.
They have fourth then?
Yeah.
Who's two?
After us. Browns.
Yeah.
Okay. So
y'all Browns us. That's why the conversation is what we're gonna do if both of y'all take
quarterbacks.
Which I'm thinking Travis Hunter. And then there's talk that we might go second round. We'll go Jackson Dart.
Who do you think they're gonna get first? It's a later talk. But I'm just curious. Who do you think they're gonna?
Us.
Yeah.
I say this and I mean it. Trash. Because we do not. Every time we get a first round pick, either he'll be good, but he won't be with us for long.
Well, what do you think you're going to take?
Dude, they're talking about Bill Callahan. No, Bill Callahan has no more faith in Will Levis, so he'll probably get a quarterback of his choosing. He'll probably get a quarterback. If not, I hear very other rumblings about us trading somebody for the first overall pick, taking their quarterback. So
who is that?
I have no idea. I've heard some rumblings. I've read some things.
And what things you heard?
Yeah.
You gonna take their quarterback? Who quarterback you taking?
Dak? Oh my God! Because they're going We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right. Well, we got to move to the next.
They're talking about he's willing to take a.
Hold on. We'll get to that. I just realized where that's going.
I was already there. I was
All right. So, Mike Tomlin had a press conference was it yesterday morning?
Okay.
Yeah.
And he pretty much said that there is going to be some major changes at high levels in that organization. I think OC, DC, special teams, I think every coach but Mike Tomlin is gone. And I think that Khan might be too.
Khan?
Why have they been able to spend, a decade and not had an offensive line?
Yeah.
Who the hell is Khan?
They're Amir Khan. Or not Amir Khan.
That's Jacksonville. Like, Rooney.
Shad Khan is the owner of Jacksonville.
Are you trying to say the
GM of Pittsburgh.
GM?
The GM. He said, I didn't know his name was Khan.
It's what's his full name? I just heard Mike Tomlin talk about him.
So you think they're gonna get the GM?
I think. You can't keep trying to make treasure out of trash. Like
they do need a line. How often
they
you gonna
need
have him running in
talent.
circles?
Omar Khan. That's what it is.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they call him the con artist. I said Amir.
You did
Omar.
you did say Amir.
No, yeah.
I like that.
That's what they're like. It's the con when he makes But
and I think Tomlin takes whatever
Kenny
they
Pickett
give him.
Clearly ain't that good.
Well, I think Tomlin gives whatever they give him, and somehow he
Makes
can make it
something
work
happen.
I
enough.
think they're gonna move over Pickens too.
Oh God, yes. George Pickens is gone. They're starting to have.
He dropped. They could have won.
I heard a conversation about John Gruden going up
last-
as OC, and he pretty much completely shat on George Pickens. It's an effort and emotion thing. If you don't learn to control your emotions, you're going to be an average, annoying player.
Before the rate. They could have won that game. He dropped.
He dropped
Bengals?
4.
Yeah.
The Bengals?
Yeah, that last game of the season. He
could've-
dropped 4.
Yeah, they could have totally won that
When
game.
he's not getting the ball, he's throwing a temper
And then
tantrum.
when they try to give him the ball,
He's messing up because he's
failed.
so mad because of other things. It's like, dog, if you don't get your shit together, you're not producing enough for people to
You had
care.
to deal with this. You were
You're not Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. Yeah,
And that still didn't last that long.
Yeah, at least he produced.
Yeah. And even with that, though, that didn't last too long. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I had him on my fantasy. He wouldn't even score, and I got
Pickens shows up every couple of weeks. But the receiving core seems to be lackluster.
Najee Harris is gone because they didn't renew this deal.
Yeah, Jalen Warren. If they don't get the line better, they can't seem to find a quarterback. There's a lot of really stout pieces to this team that they just don't seem to be able to make good. The same positions are bad year after year after year.
They have been bubble gumming and paper clipping an O-line for a decade.
Yeah. And then Roethlisberger was so big that you don't have to worry. He can just stand there and nobody can take him down. But
and then when he retired,
before he retired, he started struggling at the end of his career because, dude, I'm old.
I can't keep up with this. And
I can't keep doing this.
You got
Russ you'll be right.
Russ ain't as young as he used to be. He can't be running around there like a damn chicken.
And your running game would be better if your offensive line could open holes, but there's no holes. They have to make their holes. Jalen Warren is what's been better because he can cut back.
Yeah, he's also smaller.
Yeah.
I didn't think they was getting rid of Tomlin because I'm
There's a lot of conversation there.
Like I also had, we said last year,
Andy Reid had to move on, and it got better once he moved on.
They're tired of, yes, we understand he makes the playoffs, but we are not just a one-and-done team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, Tomlin, if you need somewhere to go, baby, you just come on over. Go ahead, call Jerry. Y'all start talking, work it out.
I doubt he wants him.
Well, speaking of people going
Jerry has gave up
to the Dallas Cowboys.
He doesn't want Tomlin.
Why not?
So who was it that you were talking about?
Like I said,
I think it's about that time.
I heard.
You think it's prime time?
No, I think it's prime time in Dallas. But I also believe the fact that if we trade away the first round draft pick because they said, I saw something that says Jerry is willing possibly to take that dead cap hit on Dak to get the first round. We'll get the first round draft,
which
overall,
could only mean
would incentivize
he wants Shedeur Sanders
on team. And you guys are young.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect for him.
Yeah.
And his daddy, and he only knows his dad to ever coach him.
Yeah.
It might be nepotism all the way. But hey.
It might work.
But it also might work because Deion was also You haven't had a player from a championship team be the coach of that thing, so he knows what it takes.
And he's our
And
last
Shador-
championship.
Yeah.
And
He's the
Shador
last
is
one.
used to a media circus.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that'd
that's
be,
very
that'd
true.
be good. Oh,
Because I forgot, we were talking the other day. I
They're
forgot to
from
text you.
Texas.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting he grew up in Texas. That's
Well, and I forgot to text you back the other day when we were talking about it. Deion markets Colorado kind of the same way Jerry Jones markets Dallas. I think Deion will be able to help the players
Deal with it.
learn how to, just like he's done with these college kids. I think he'll be able to help them navigate it better than McCarthy and them, who are just like,
he also can relate to them better.
football, and Jerry Jones is like money, business, and they're like football, and Deion's like, okay, we're gonna have to put this together, and he's like, hey, ignore it, and you get a bigger paycheck, use it, let it fuel you, and next thing you know,
autographs and whatnot,
and keep it moving. Dak Prescott, you are a brand. You can sell way more than beds. We gonna have Dak Prescott cowboy boots. We gonna have Dak Prescott t-shirts. We gonna have Dak Prescott truck liners.
Because if he gets there, Dak won't be there.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, it's too late for that.
Well,
all things must
then we gonna have CeeDee Lamb cowboy boots. We gonna have CeeDee Lamb. Michael Parsons gonna have his whole own line of bolo ties.
Oh God.
Hey.
Oh God.
He's from he raised him in Texas, so that's perfect.
Yeah, so
Trayvon Diggs whiskey. Get your son. Anyway, do y'all think so? I mean, do y'all think Deion in Dallas would be a good idea?
Yes.
I think it would work because he also knows how to deal with Jerry. He knows how to deal with Jerry.
And it's somebody that I think he's good. I think next to probably
they have the same goals.
Yeah, and I think next to Jimmy Johnson, Deion is probably one of the people that Jerry respects the most.
We need discipline. I feel like
he would definitely make sure that happens.
I think Dallas' biggest problem is discipline. Everybody want to be their friends. Like he gets mad every once in a while, but that's not what I want. It's not the fire I want.
I think a lot of people, because like there was a lot of people questioning it when this first came up, and they're like, "Oh, just because high school kids listen to him." And I'm like, "Dog, I don't care who you are. He's a level of excellence in the NFL that if you are a player that cares, when he talks, you're gonna listen.
You're gonna listen.
When he says, "Dog, that sucked," you don't get mad because you about to argue with Deion Sanders. Yeah. I think he knows.
Pretty much the best corner to ever play. One of the best corners to ever play the game. What you gonna say?
Best corner, one of the best kick returners. Like,
what you gonna
I
say?
can beat you in baseball while I score on you in football. Like, no,
not anymore,
like,
but he used to be able to.
Well, he's a coach now. Like, he ain't got to no more.
That's what he's talking about. Like,
he ain't got the foot anymore.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but
he scooted.
But
no, he still has the fundamental. Look,
I'm sorry, was that talking?
I mean, I would love to see. I think it'd be a good story. But I think even if he did, it'd be a very hard. That's the only way I think he really almost would happen like that, because he has to be.
Because I don't see him leaving Colorado so soon. I really don't.
He doesn't seem like he wants to go to college. Oh, you hear what he said when everybody's like, "Oh, you're using this to try to draw money out of Colorado. This is a bargaining chip." He's like, "I don't need news stories for bargaining chips. I'm me."
Yeah.
Like, I am the bargaining.
Like, you forget who I am?
I think you looking at this backwards.
Yeah.
Dallas wanting me isn't what's going to make them pay me more. They're going to pay me more. No, I'm sorry. They're not going to pay me more because Dallas wants me. Dallas wants me for the reasons why they going to pay me more.
Yeah,
like, no.
Yeah, because that could produce wins.
Yeah, culture will get back to where the Cowboys.
And it's a good team, so you should be able.
Yeah.
Like, that Colorado team needed work.
It didn't make sense y'all don't win more.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense y'all aren't more dominant. It doesn't make sense.
So, yeah, I wanted
It'd be interesting to see who would bring us this.
Because I don't know who we're going to pick anyway.
Remember, Warren Sapp's on his staff in Colorado.
Mike.
Who?
Not
Irvin.
He wouldn't bring Irvin in.
Nah, Irvin's not necessarily
Irvin loves sitting up there.
He's a player, but he wasn't like a.
He's an OC type guy.
Yeah.
Like, Romo wanted to stay up in the booth, but I'm surprised he never tried coaching. Romo, I think, would be a really good coach.
That could be. Yeah, I mean,
I
Romo
really
would. I
think
mean, Romo would be a hell of an OC.
He likes to boost too much now.
Well,
What's the problem
everybody
with
needs
that?
a hobby.
Yeah, come on. It's cold out here.
It's cold.
I'm just
Man, gotta do something to keep warm.
I don't know. I think you could ignore that.
About these
I don't know. I
games.
think it'll be a player.
We'll see. It'll be interesting to see. No, he might. It could be somebody who's recently not retired.
You think you could get Ray Lewis to take over the defense?
No, he can bring in Warren.
You think you just bring Warren Sapp up? You
Warren,
think
Warren,
Warren
did,
is the full DC?
No, Warren was
he was just the D-line coach, right?
D-line. DC wise, he probably remember
He
he had
had
Mike Zimmer. He had Mike
He
Zimmer.
still had Zimmer.
He had Mike Zimmer.
Oh, and he knew Mike Zimmer, didn't he?
And Mike Zimmer was on his staff.
He was on that staff in that defense. So yeah,
Oh, no,
he
he's on the staff either at Jackson State and he was on the staff I think for the first year.
Oh, so
You
Zimmer
think he
probably
might
stays
give it
the
to
defense.
Zimmer?
I think he'd give the D coordinator
No,
to
I'm
Zimmer.
talking about like the whole thing.
I could see him giving Zimmer head coach.
Hmm.
If y'all can't
Zimmer
find
was a
nobody,
head coach.
he wasn't bad in
know.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
And this is a much more talented team than Minnesota was when
I'm
Zimmer had
not
it.
happy with our defense. And
I think he can get that defense fixed. I think y'all's defense looked bad because everybody in that secondary was hurt until like week 15.
all right.
Because as soon as your secondary came back, y'all got good again. It's just your
And if
offense
you-
couldn't do
and-
shit.
I mean, I'll give you
And
that.
if you get rid of D-Law, I promise you can get somebody better.
And I'm hearing there's people offering for DeMarcus Lawrence. Y'all need to move up and get that kid from Penn State.
Oh, Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
They're talking about we might be able to get a trade back. There's things.
What is with the number 11 in Penn State? Because it's Micah Parsons, LeVar Arrington.
You think? I'm sorry. You think Dallas is trying to get? If they do that, you think they'll still have 2 first round? You think they'll give up Dak so they can have 2 first round draft picks? Because then they
Nah.
might stick at that running back.
They're not giving 2 first-round picks for that.
No, we give them our first, and we
So
take
we'll
that.
switch their slot.
Yeah, you're gonna swap. They're not doing that.
Because I'm like, this might still get that running back.
Nah, you're gonna have to miss out on that. But you could probably go second round and get Bo Scatterbo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
We need a running back, babe.
Either Scatterbo or was it Oregon's running back? There's another one that's Notre Dame. Notre Dame's got a good running back coming out too.
Yeah, there's some good running backs.
So
out there.
you got some guys that could go out and
also
do.
the Tennessee running back from Tennessee, he's good.
Yes.
Yeah, because we
We
definitely
actually
need a running
produced
back.
decent running backs. So Alvin Kamara, Jamal Lewis,
Purdue puts out good running backs.
Arian
Yeah.
Foster.
As I just found out.
Yeah.
There's a couple of.
I had a
quarterbacks that
friend
could
that
do
went to
this game.
Purdue. Was a
Yeah.
running back.
Boilermaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boilermaker.
Played behind Mike Allstott.
Okay.
And it was just like, yeah.
I'm not taking football serious. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
not
like, I'm
taking that
sick to
spot.
science.
Mm.
He was like, yeah. That's okay.
But well, that brings us to Saturday's picks, where we've got the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders versus the Detroit Lions. I just almost said the wrong name.
I am so torn because I think this could go either way.
I think this could be 2 upsets, or I think this could be 2. Of course, they beat them.
I'm
leaning right now. I'm still leaning KC Detroit. I said in order for the Commanders to win, they have to play a flawless game, and then that defense has to come out there, and it has to be the Jared Goff who throws turnovers and picks, who comes out.
Yeah.
And unless, I don't think the Detroit defense is tired yet. They had a rest. But I think in the long haul it's going to be too much from over the whole playoffs. But I think they're going to be okay here, well rested and ready to go. But Jaden Daniels has shown that he is not somebody.
He's not somebody to play with.
So if you give him a chance, if there's a window,
he definitely gonna take it, and that's why I'm torn. Because I have Kansas City and Detroit, but only reason I have Kansas City because every time I count Kansas City out, they make me they prove me wrong basically, and that's the only reason I picked them because I do think this Texan team could beat this Kansas City team. I do. It's hard to count Mahomes out. He's
6-0.
He makes everybody kind of move. But it is
that's also
very explosive.
It's an explosive team, and
they look like they're coming on at the right time.
And then
it looks like they're starting to come together at the right time.
Last week game, they look really good. So if they can have the same energy and just keep adding to it for this Saturday, I think
Only thing I'm worried about is I think Kansas City probably got the right rest and everybody's finally healthy.
They might be too
I
rested.
think that's what's going to screw both teams.
But
I
the
think
first
you've
thing-
got two young teams. I'm taking both of the underdogs.
But see, Lions.
I think you're going to have two young teams come
They let
in.
the Broncos come in and beat them.
Yeah.
They had everybody rested.
Yeah. So that means 2 weeks of just.
Yeah, I think they're going to have two young teams come in on two teams trying to get back in their move.
But most of KC's teams has been there, so they can turn it on in the playoffs. Remember.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Which one?
Either of them.
You think the Lions going to?
I think they're going to both start slow. I think Houston and Washington are going to jump out, and then the way Houston and Washington is going to play, they're just going to keep it to the end.
It's something about the Lions coach that made me have more faith in them. Like that last speech he gave, it was real. Like he wants it, and I think they want it for him, and that's dangerous. Like I don't even have the Lions in my Super Bowl pick.
Andy Reid pretty prepared, bro. I'm not. I look.
I
would love to see it. Makes great playoff
I would
football.
want to be happily surprised. But
We would have a new champion coming out of this.
Yeah.
We would have
so first time champions. That'd be awesome. But
and honestly, if Washington comes out of this and beats them, I'm taking them the whole way then.
Probably, yeah.
Because at that point, they're on a close.
No one's ever done that before. No rookies.
They're on a mission from God.
Rookie.
Yo, could you imagine if it was a Ravens or Commanders fucking Super Bowl?
I was like, dude, they've been trying to make the Commanders and Ravens like a beef because we're close. And it just doesn't work because nobody cares. DC and Baltimore are nowhere near each other as people's mind. And this would do it. This would make it a thing. They would become...
Battle of 95 for real.
Yeah. That would start to be a game you're going to see a lot, and people are going to love it.
I'm so stupid. What just popped in my head was like, Washington make it to the Super Bowl, like the Raptors, like right the weekend before. Jesus God. These heathens be sick. That's all about
Jesus. Help us.
Anyway, I think that's about it for this episode. We'll see y'all later for Hope and Pray, and
yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Share.
And hit us up on social media, and we'll see you probably this weekend. All right? Peace.